My name is Aisha. I am a 23-year-old woman who comes from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Before I tell of my experiences living here, I wish to say just one sentence, and I want you to read this sentence carefully. When you are born a girl in KSA, you will feel that the only crime that you have committed is being born into the wrong sex. Let me explain why it is a crime to be a girl in KSA. Since I was 5 years old, I knew what the difference was between a girl and a boy. You see, I have a brother. When I was 5 years old, I was arguing with my brother, who was at the time 3 years old. The argument was over food. I told my brother to not throw food on the floor unless he did not want to eat it. It is wrong to do otherwise. However, my brother did not listen to me and continued to throw food on the floor. It was in that moment that my father entered the room. After hearing me arguing with my brother, he beat me with his hands. Why did he do this? Because my brother was a boy and can do what he wants, and I am a girl and have to respect whatever my brother does, even when he is wrong. I remember having to cry in my grandmother's room after that. It was so wrong. As I grew, I noticed more and more the differences in the way that my parents treated me, as opposed to how they treated my other sibling brothers. Boys could go out with their friends, but I could not. Boys could take money and go out freely, but I could not. Boys could sleep where they wanted, but I could not. I noticed that whenever my brothers went out with friends, they never had to be accompanied by my father. However, if I went out, I had to be accompanied by either my brothers or my father. I felt like a prisoner who had to be accompanied 24/7 by a guard, all for being born into the wrong sex. It is not my fault for being born a girl by my mother. When I asked my mother about why my brothers could get to do more things than me, she told me that it was because they were better than me. In other words, boys are better than girls. Brothers are better than daughters. She told me that I was nothing without a male. Your brothers can drive and bring things that we need, but girls cannot. I felt so much shame when she told me this. I felt that I was nothing. I felt that I was cursed. The very fact that my mother could say that as if it were nothing made me feel so hopeless. As the years went on, more and more beatings occurred by my father, and even by my brothers. It was only when I graduated from high school that I decided to change this. I decided to do all that I can to be independent, to show my family that even if I am a girl, I can do many things that boys can do. I can still be a successful person even without their support. When I told them that I wanted to study medicine or nursing at college, they laughed at me. My father and mother did not believe that I could be successful at this. However, I did not care about them because they mean nothing for me. I believe in myself. The next day, I registered into my local university. However, I still have to give my father all the money the university pays for me to allow me to study, because if I refuse, then he will not allow me to study and he will beat me. The first year of nursing was so difficult. I had to learn English language because my course was mainly taught in English. None of my parents are educated, and my father did not allow me to have a private teacher, even when I offered to use my own money. He cared more about money than he does about me. However, despite the difficulties brought before me, I managed to persevere, and I worked hard to learn English, as well as complete my nursing course. I did all things to achieve high grades, and it paid off. For once, I felt so happy. I did achieve some form of small victory. I graduated from nursing college with very high grades, and I wanted to study abroad. I wanted to get a scholarship, but my father said no. He said it so easily. I felt that I lost hope. I became pessimistic. All my dreams in my mind were destroyed because my male guardian said no. Now I feel, whenever I wake and whenever I sleep, as if my body does not have a soul. I cannot study, I cannot work, I cannot marry, I cannot go to the hospital, I cannot pay anything, I cannot visit friends without a male guardian. I am a slave that is forced to be chained for life. Some of my friends have accepted this reality, but I do not want to accept it. I want to break my chains and break my bondage. I want to breathe freely. I want to be free. I want to live my own life, be my own person, all because I am a girl. Now you know what I mean by when you are born a girl in KSA, you will feel that the only crime that you have committed is being born to the wrong sex. I am forced to love someone I hate. However, I am not the only one. There are many like me in my country, many women who suffer as I do. We want our freedom from this tyranny. We want the male guardian system to end. This is my wish. My name is Aisha. I am just another woman who lives in KSA.